Hey, it's Sam on What Yacht to Do in Great Loop Academy, and today we're heading to the town of Stornoway, Scotland, located on the outer chain of the Hebrides Islands. Hey, our cruise ship stopped there, so it's an opportunity for me to get to visit a marina. So let's go. Stornoway has a population of about 8,000 people. I had about 4 hours until our ship sailed, so plenty of time to get some ice cream, visit some shops, maybe find a pub, and even try some haggis. I don't know if I'll be able to get down to the marina docks, but I'll give it the old college try. Hey, I'm at the harbor here in Stornoway. Beautiful day. It's about 58 degrees or so Fahrenheit. One of the lifeboats there from the RNLI, similar to the one I toured back in Falmouth. And a small marina here. And as I look at it, seems like the tide's still going out. So see if we can get down there and take a look at the boats a little bit closer. Well, at first I thought there was no way I was going to get down here. And I asked around because they have a tour to go out to see the whales. Wish I would have known that a little earlier, but it would have been too close to go out for 2 hours and then catch the cruise boat. So I ran into the harbor master and gave him one of my cards, and I said, could I get down to the dock and just do some filming? He said, no problem. So we're going to go take a look at dock by dock here. There's not many boats here, but it's always neat to look at boats in a marina. So let's go. Now we'll start with this first dock here with this fast looking boat. 8 passengers it looks like it could take. And get out there, whether it's a rescue boat or whatever. It says Stornoway Safari. Outfitted very nice with a big old outboard engine on it. Topsy here, little outboard boat. This sailboat looks like it needs some TLC, doesn't it? Looks very similar to a Catalina. And then we have a Beneteau here. Looks like that would be a fun little boat. Name of the boat, Tamarkin. Whatever that means. The name of the boat. And I don't recognize the brands again. You know, a lot of Beneteaus here. Here's one, the Mary Fisher. And it is also an outboard. It has a Suzuki engine on the back. And one called Scooby 2, another Beneteau. Mary Fisher 805, so I would think that's 8 meters, so whatever that equates to, 25 feet. Tiny little sailboat here. As we're looking at the other finger pier over there, that's a different access to there, and that's where that research boat is going out to take a look at the whales. They're getting boarded up right now, so we'll see them, no doubt, pulling out and try to get a shot of that. Beautiful day here. Seems like the tide's still going out. I can notice the current. Well, got down to the end of this dock and struck up a conversation with this gentleman here on a Swedish sailboat called Teabag. He told me exactly what it was, but I've forgotten. Swedish boat, and he bought that and is redoing it. You can see down there at the end of the dock, looks like the normal tide in this area is 8 to 10 feet by the looks of it, and I think it is going out now. And we have a workman here on this boat. I don't know exactly what it is, but looks like a sturdy craft, and I heard he was doing some electrical work on it. So we missed the whale watching party that went out because I was chatting with the gentleman, and just friendly folks down here, and just a beautiful day here in Stornoway. So I'm told by the worker that is doing some remodeling here on this boat. This was an old salmon fishing boat that they are converting over to a houseboat. So a lot of work to be done on it, but seems to be a fairly sturdy looking boat. Up there you can see the town center and all of the people getting in the queue to go back to the cruise boat, but I'm going to enjoy as much as I can down here in the marina, talking to folks and seeing the beautiful boats that are down here. I'm told that one of these just came back. In fact, this one that has the green trim on it here, the sailboat, the guy was out, and the name of the boat is Lady Hysteria. This boat is a Mary Fisher brand called Scooby 2. I thought it was a Beneteau brand, but on closer inspection, not, because it looks very similar to this, a Jeanneau, which is part of the Beneteau brand, and there's another Beneteau over there. Whatever it is, the name of it is Sionamara, an Antares 60, and we have another one here that we've seen already, Tamarkin. So let's take another walk over to the next pier and look at those boats. We are looking at Skylark 5 here, which is an island gypsy, and I think this is similar to a boat that I saw in Southampton. Has these very wide gunnels on it, very safe, and I've seen island gypsies before in the US. This is an older one, and I'm told by the gentleman that I talked to about his sailboat that a former cruise captain owns this boat. And look at her in there. She's got outfitted with electronics up there. Looks like it would provide a pretty sturdy ride. So Island Gypsy is the brand. And find out a little bit more about this particular one. I've seen some that don't have this style, kind of like a Grand Bank style, but I've seen some with more with a lower cockpit walk-in entrance when I was in Houston a couple months ago. Just one more look at the Island Gypsy here, the Skylark 5. Like I said, kind of a Grand Banks design, but I really like the way that that swim platform is up high. And don't know what it has on it for propulsion, but she looks pretty beefy, and it really looks safe to me as far as crew members walking around the deck. Look at that wide gunnel there. Plenty of space up on the flybridge, and it appears to me that yes, it does. If you take a look at that bottom of the mast there, that would rotate down, fold down. Some of the features that you may be looking at for your loop boat to be very versatile and handle all different types of waters. I don't know what it has for a draft. That would be one thing that I would be looking at. But again, from an outward appearance, it looks very versatile, rugged. Right next to the Island Gypsy, a sailboat here called Nirvana, and I noticed a big old rudder on that thing, on the back of it. More sailboats. Rodman, maybe that is the name of the manufacturer, and a skipper, who knows. But anyway, the name of the boat is Cobra 3. A couple more sailboats here. Mistress Quickly, must be a story behind that. There's a big one here, 47.7 feet long. And another beautiful sailboat out there called Exodus. As we pan around over this way, looking back at that boat that has that blue hull on it, the one that the gentleman was working on. He's outfitting it for the person who bought it, needs a wheelchair, so they're getting it all ready for him. Out at the edge of this finger pier, another shot of the lifeboat from the RNLI and a couple working boats over there. We will take another look at those as we get closer to them. Walk down here to the final pier, and looking over there at 3 working boats, look like fishing boats or maybe some type of salvage operations, who knows. And the walkway around there. Again, the tide is down, and we're going to walk down here and take another look at a RNLI lifeboat, what they term as an all-weather boat. Here we are at the end of the pier with this all-weather RNLI lifeboat named the Tom Sanderson. Looks like it's relatively new. They build them themselves on the Isle of Wight, I'm told, and they're capable of going 100 miles offshore, according to the tour that I took. You can see the normal anchor up there, and they also have a plow anchor as well that they use. But very rugged boat, and of course you've seen the inside of that on another tour that I took in Falmouth. So very rugged looking boat. RNLI stands for the Royal Navy Lifeboat Institute, and it is, or institution, one or the other, it is privately funded. So these boats all from donations, some wealthy donors as well as a lot of folks who contribute just a little bit, but that keeps their sailors safe out there. And take a look at those windshield wipers up there. And what you also see is a system to spray clear water onto the windscreens to get that salt off of the windows that's going. So that system goes all the way around, and got a good look at the reservoir for that to keep fresh water. And I think it's treated with something, perhaps maybe some denatured alcohol, whatever, to keep those windows clean while they're underway or in weather where they have to rescue somebody, have to be able to see. Take a look down here. One of the things that was explained to me was as they pull folks off of the water, this is what's called the coffin, and not necessarily for a person that's dead, but they will pull them up over this side here and get them into that well there, and then treat them as they need be. Well, we are going to say goodbye to the Stornoway Marina. You can see these 3 working boats down here. We'll pan around to the marina. It was great getting to talk to the folks down there and seeing another RNLI lifeboat up close. Folks on a sailboat based in Germany. Chatted with them for a little bit, as well as the gentleman who was fixing up that old salmon boat to be a liveaboard, and then of course the man that was on the Swedish sailboat out there. But we'll say goodbye to this marina and move on to the next one. So down here in Stornoway, wrapping up the day. It is an absolutely beautiful day. I don't see a cloud in the sky. I'm at the what seems to be the main drag here. It's starting to get a little bit busy. Just kind of pan around here. Cruise boat way out in the distance, blocked by there. But we're going to make our way back to the cruise boat. Take a look at this beautiful building here with the clock tower on it. And I think maybe go try to find a pub, get a pint, and see if I can find some haggis. Thanks for coming along on this trip to Stornoway Marina in Scotland, and we'll see you next time on What Yacht to Do.